This video is on matrix multiplication. So when you multiply matrices together, we must think of them as row by columns. So I want you to highlight that. Matrix multiplication is thinking rows by columns. So here is an example of a 2 by 2 matrix, and you're multiplying the matrices together. So what you do is you're going to multiply this first row by that first column. So A and E are going to multiply together, and B and G are going to multiply together, and you're going to end up with one element. And then you're going to do the same thing again. Row 1 and row 2, multiply their corresponding elements together and then add them up. And this might make more sense once we get into our first example. Then you go down to row 2, multiply by row 1, and then add those elements together to get an element. And then our last one, row 2 by row 2, column 2, and get one element. All right, so what does this look like? So here's an example of a 2 by 2 matrix multiplying another 2 by 2 matrix. So we're going to start with this first row multiplying by that first column. So A times B equals, you're going to multiply 2 and 0 together plus 3 and 5 together. And you're going to end up with one element there. All right, and we'll do that in the next step. Now we go again. Row 1 is now going to multiply by column 2. So 2 and 1 are going to multiply together. So 2 times 1 plus 3 and 6 are going to multiply together. All right. Now, we're going to row 2, multiply it to column 1. So 4 and 0 are multiplying together. So 4 times 0 plus 7 times 5. Last one. 4 and 7 are going to multiply to 1 and 6. So 4 times 1 plus 7 times 6. All right. So now we're ready to start simplifying that matrix. So A times B equals, we're going to multiply 2 times 0, which is 0, plus 3 times 5, which is 15. So we add those together. So 0 plus 15 is 15. Now we go to the second one. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 6 is 18. We add them together and we get 20. 4 times 0 is 0. 7 times 5 is 35. Add those together and you get 35. Last one. 4 times 1 is 4. 7 times 6 is 42. Add them together and you get 46. So that's how you multiply two matrices together. Now there is a rule that does apply when you multiply matrices together. So it's easier, I think, to look down in this blue set of arrows. So let's say we have matrix A, and this is the order of matrix A. It is a M times N matrix, maybe 2 times 5. And then matrix B, it has an order of N times P. The rule of thumb, or the rule, is these two numbers in the inside must be equal. Then what you're going to produce is a M times P matrix. So let me say that again. You look at the two matrices orders. If these two numbers are not exactly the same, then you can't multiply the matrices together. If they are the same, then the result is going to be these outer two numbers as that